Hi and welcome to King Football Show. This is the FPL show, and today we're going to look into the best centre forward for Game Week 15 and Game Week 16. As you all know, there is only two game weeks left for FPL before the World Cup starts. But before that, yes, guys, so there's only 2 weeks left for FPL. And as you may know, you will get a free wild card during the World Cup. So when the World Cup starts, you will have the possibility to make as many changes as you want to your FPL team without taking any hit. So with 2 game weeks left, we all know that Erling Haaland is a doubt. We don't know yet if he will play this week or if he even will play before the World Cup starts. So if Haaland doesn't play, and with Ivan Toney being suspended, having 5 yellow cards, who are the best centre forwards you can get? So I've looked into the fixtures, I've looked into the data, and here are some options for you guys. So the first player is Harry Kane playing for Tottenham. As you can see, he's 11.6 million. He's scored 10 goals and 2 assists in 12 games. So you basically have a goal return in every game. Yes, they are playing Liverpool, but it is a home game, and we know that Harry Kane likes to turn up in these kind of games. He has a very good record against the top 16. Bias aside, being an Arsenal fan, he's a good option, and he's someone who you could use as an option instead of Haaland. And his ownership is just 25.2%. So if he scores with his low ownership, and if Haaland doesn't play, you will gain a lot in rank against your opponent. So the next player is the man in form, playing for the team in form. Is Callum Wilson, plays for Newcastle, 7.5 million. He scored 6 goals and 3 assists. And in his last game, he got 2 goals and assists. He got 19 points. And yes, you do not get your previous point. But if we look into Callum Wilson in his past 6 games, he's had 6 goal returns, and he looks so sharp. He looks in form. He is the talisman. He takes penalties. His XG is good. His XA is he's overperforming his XA even, and his ownership is just 10%. And Newcastle next game is Southampton, and after that is Chelsea. But they've shown us this season that they can match any team. We saw that in that win against Spurs, especially they are playing at home, and Southampton having a very fragile defense. I think Callum Wilson is a great option and a bit of a punt. And also, once you have him in your wild card and his value keeps on increasing because more people buys him, you might as well keep him because after the World Cup, they got Leicester and Leeds, which is two great fixtures as well. So it's not just a short-term option, Wilson. It's someone that you can buy and keep and generate value for your overall team squad. The next player we are going to look at, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's a centre forward. He plays for Everton, 7.9 million. He's just scored 1 game, but he's just back from injuries, and he's now starting every game for Everton. He is on penalties. He is a bit of a punt, but his ownership is just 0.8%. So If you're looking for someone who can replace Ivan Toney, or if you own Mitrovic, with him playing Man City and Man United in the next two games, and you want to send a forward who faces easier opponent, Everton are playing Leicester at home and Bournemouth away. And after the World Cup, it is Wolverhampton. So Calvert-Lewin is another one who could be a punt. Yeah, I would call him a punt. But Everton looks solid. You believe that if anyone is going to score for Everton, it's going to be Calvert-Lewin. And the next option is Dominic Solanke, the centre forward for Bournemouth, only 5.7 million. He scored 2 goals, but he got 4 assists. Ownership is 3.4%, but his next two fixtures is Leeds and Everton. And for a centre forward, if you're looking for a punt, low ownership, forward that's in form, a forward that got good fixtures, Dominic Solanke could be a very good option for you guys. It's only 3.4%, and as you can see, they are playing Leeds away and Everton at home. And Bournemouth have shown us this season that they can do very well. And the last option, this one may shock you guys, but I did talk about him last week. He did score last week. And here he is, Hudson Edward, centre forward for Crystal Palace. He only cost 5.4 million. He scored 3 goals and 2 assists. It's gonna be under the radar. His ownership is just 3.4%. Everyone is focusing on Este and Saha, which is not wrong. But Edward, if you need a centre forward for this last 2 game weeks, if you want to take a bit of a risk, if you need someone who is nailed on now, I would go for Hudson Edward maybe. He's playing West Ham and Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest has the worst defense in the league. Yes, there's 2 away games, but Crystal Palace has shown that they can score goals, and London derbies is more about emotion, and there's a big opportunity for Crystal Palace to end the first part of the season on a high. And you could do worse than Edward. As I said, I did recommend him last week. He did score for Palace. He looks sharp. He looks like he's the one now that Vieira trusts more than Mateta. So if you need an option for Mitrovic, or if you need an option for Ivan Toney, you know, you could do worse than Hudson Edward. So let me know, guys, what do you think about the options? If you do have any questions, you can put them in. You can put them in. And big up Brush. I hope you're well, bro. Big up Moss as well. I'm good. How are you doing? And yeah, as Brush is saying, DCL is a great differential. I agree. I think him starting and taking penalties, and with Everton's schedule, he could be a very good option. And big up Errol as well. Guys, if you haven't, make sure you do subscribe to the Man United Agenda. It's a great channel, great content. They do a lot of football, they do a lot of data, they even do FPL. So make sure you do subscribe to their channel. They have a great community over there. I'm just quickly gonna go over the strikers again before I end this brief. This is a short one because I've done all the data on the phone. I'm doing everything on the phone. It's a bit different, but I hope you guys appreciate it. So Hurricane, he scored 10 goals and 2 assists in 12 games. He's an option if Erling Haaland is gonna be out. And because the deadline for FPL is on Saturday, 1:30, we might get early team news like we did last week. And if we get team news that Haaland is out, Kane could definitely be an option, you know. And then after that is the man in form, Callum Wilson for Newcastle, 6 goals, 3 assists. He's in great form. He is on penalties as well, which is important because there's been a lot of penalties this season, and with VAR, it seems to be penalties every week. And if Newcastle get a penalty, you know, he could be a great option. And you can see as well that they are playing Southampton and Newcastle, so he could. Oh, this is great, man. I appreciate it, Errol. I'll definitely do that. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you for the support, man. I would love to get on your guys' channel. As I said, guys, the Man United Agenda, it's a great channel, great community. They're doing some fantastic work over there. Make sure you subscribe to them. I'm sure most of you have, but you haven't, make sure you do. And the next striker was DCL for Everton. You know, another one who's on penalties. He's not lifting it up yet, but he scored 1 goal since he's recovered from his injury. He's starting every game. You know, Leicester's defense has been quite shaky this season. Bournemouth's defense has leaked a lot of goals. Could be a good punt, guys. Be a very good punt. The next one is Dominic Solanke. If you own Mitrovic and you don't want to play him against Man City and Man United, Bournemouth centre forward Solanke with 2 goals and 4 assists, playing Leeds and Everton. 2 good games for attacking players. It could be an option. And the last one is Odson Edward, because we are reaching a time now where Haaland might not play. Ivan Toney is definitely not playing. Mitrovic got a tough schedule playing 2 of the best defense in Man City and Man United. So we might need to jump on these differentials. We might need to find this punt of centre forward. And that's why I've done this stream. But big up everyone that's tuning. Big up everyone that supports me. Thank you so much. It means a lot. You know, I do appreciate each and every one of you. But for now, I'm out. There will be a match reaction to the Europa League games for Man United, and there will also be a match reaction to the Arsenal game as well. And tomorrow there is the preview show for Arsenal versus Chelsea. There will also be an FPL show where we will look into the best midfielders. And then on Saturday, it will be the last FPL show. We'll look into defenders and we will do a deadline show. But big up to you guys. As I said, make sure you subscribe to the Man United Agenda. Make sure you subscribe to T Talk. Make sure you subscribe to SVT TV and TGP. But for now, I'm out. It's been a great